Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of A Quiet Place Part 2. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, A Quiet Place Part 2 is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Paramount Pictures. It comes in a slipcover edition, available at all your local retailers and online, as well as a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Now, as far as the movie itself goes, we all know the history of the film was delayed due to COVID, and it finally came out a couple months ago, and this was the second movie I saw in the theater since going back. And I really liked it. I, of course, am a big fan of the original. John Krasinski in front of the camera and behind the camera, I thought did a really good job on the first one, and equally impressive in the second one as well. Now, there are story beats that I don't quite like. There's just maybe an annoying, decision here and there. But I think that's more done, of course, for dramatic purposes. But I think overall, narratively, it's a cool movie. And I enjoyed Cillian Murphy as an actor, and it's really good to see him in this role. I'm happy with the results of the film. I liked it, not quite as much as the original. It's like just a notch below, just a notch. But I think it's still very enjoyable, and if you're a fan of the first film, I highly recommend this one. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of A Quiet Place Part 2. I remember the initial picture online. I wasn't too sure I liked the image, but in person, it's actually pretty sharp. I like the darker border. I think it looks really cool in person. I highly recommend it. And then we have the back, and the spine, and interior. It's a little bit of artwork inside. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Overall, good presentation. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. A Quiet Place Part 2 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio, finished at a 4K digital intermediate, with HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Now, for the overall look of the film, I think it's a very clean image. Film grain is appropriate, cinematic, and it looks very organic. Dolby Vision does a great job with black levels. They're really excellent. Dark interiors, nighttime scenes come across very well. They look deep and rich, and I didn't have any issues with macro blocking or elevation. The 4K resolution offers a nice uptick in detail, especially the human characters and the architecture. They look great. There's plenty of texture there, and I didn't have any issues with softness. The CGI creatures can look a little CG at times, but I think they're also very well layered. They look good, and they seamlessly blend in with the natural environment. The Dolby Vision color palette looks fantastic. I was especially impressed with the foliage, especially at the beginning of the film. It looks lush. Skin tones are warm and natural, and just clothing also looks really good. General aesthetics also benefit from the grading. A Quiet Place Part 2 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio presentation. Now, having watched this in the theater recently, I was very impressed with the surround sound activity, and I'm very happy to report it translates very well to the home viewing experience. This movie, just like the previous one, rely a lot on the sound design, and I think it does an excellent job. The quieter moments, of course, are rendered very well, but when action happens on screen, it gives you a nice thump and oomph in your seats, and the overall surround experience is top-notch. Dialogue through the center channel is clean and clear. Even when characters are whispering, it's very easy to understand. The front speakers, they sound great. They complement the center very well, and they do a good job when action is on screen. The mid-level and rear speakers, there's a lot of atmospheric, musical cues, creatures going right behind you. It's all implemented very well, and it does a great job putting you into the film. The high speakers are utilized very nicely as well. There's a great energy there. Once again, music, creatures, right on top of you, and other creaks and groans are also very well realized. In the LFE channel, it packs a punch. It's pretty heavy-handed. When there is action on screen, you're gonna feel it in your seats, and it definitely doesn't have any weaknesses in that department. For the picture quality, I'm gonna give A Quiet Place Part 2 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. This is a very solid presentation. Visually, it's a beautiful looking picture. Colors pop off the screen very well with a natural vibrancy. Black levels are nice and deep, and there is a nice bump up in the resolution. This is a great picture, and it's absolutely worth owning on 4K. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give this one an A+. This is a reference quality surround sound experience at home, no doubt about it. All the speakers are utilized very well. They all have something to do. There's a lot going on at any given moment. If you like a good, immersive, atmospheric film, A Quiet Place Part 2 will definitely scratch that itch on 4K. So that is my review of A Quiet Place Part 2 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comment section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, I want to hear your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.